Hello everybody, and welcome to a new Guild Wars 2 video. Okay, so today I crafted my first legendary, which was Bolt. And I just had to make a fucking video about it. Holy crap, it's just taken so much work. So I crafted the precursor for it, Zap, using the new legendary crafting system that was added with Heart of Thorns. I wanted to do it this way because I wasn't bothered about having legendary before, but I wanted to try out the new feature and just kind of understand this journey that the devs had been talking about and kind of hyping up before the release of the game. So I'm just going to run you through the first few tiers of the collection, which you unlock through gaining the mastery for legendary crafting. So the first tier was mainly about collecting inspiration and different pieces of artwork throughout Tyria. Unfortunately, you don't get a lot of flavor text when you do this, because I was kind of hoping, when you go and see the Dwayna temple, when you go there to Malkor's Leap, and then you have to do the Dwayna event and speak to Malkor and then get his notes and stuff, and I was hoping you'd get a little bit, a little bit of something, but it turns out you don't, so it's a bit of a shame. But when the events weren't bugged, I did think it was quite fun. It was a good excuse to go out into some really random places in the world. Like I just said, you had to go to Malkor's Leap, and then there's another one where you have to go all the way to the Firelands to go collect some char carvings or some Gruul statues or whatever. Yeah, it was pretty good. Anyway, so the second tier was wow, the fucking second tier, incredibly expensive, absolutely ridiculous. Most of the crafting materials are centered around time-gated ascended materials like Deldrimor Steel, in particular for Zap, of course, but with Nevermore it was Spirit Wood planks. So for each of the different precursors, I quite imagine it would be that particular ascended material associated with it. So the longbow for Kudzu, I can't remember what the precursor is called, but that's guaranteed to be Spirit Wood as well, etc, etc. Yeah, I needed about 75 or 80 in total, not just for this tier, but for the whole crafting process. It was very expensive, very, very expensive. But if you take the time to farm the materials yourself and craft it, it would take you about 3 months, but you'd get it cheaper, I suppose. But then again, I suppose that's true of anything. So yeah, I did make a mistake here though. I was very tired when I was doing this and ended up making 5 Deldrimor Steel great sword hilts instead of the sword ones. Now, if you haven't done this, then I'll just clue you in and say that each hilt requires 3 Deldrimor Steel, as well as a couple of other materials. And yeah, so that was 50, and that was 160 gold just down the drain, because I've got no interest in making a great sword at this particular moment. So we'll see when the new ones get released and if they're worth making or not. So the other parts of the collection for this part were creating 250 mithril sword blades. A little bit pricey, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't like, oh, you have to make 1,000,000 fucking Deldrimor things to just piss away and sell to a vendor for 2 silver. Blah. And then there's other ones where you needed 1,000 bandit crests and 400 geodes. So there was a lot of incentive to go to the new Maguma Waste maps. Well, they're not new, they've been in the game now for a couple of years, but you could go there and go farm, go do the events and stuff. It doesn't take too long, you can get it done in a day. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy, because there was a lot of grinding, a lot of chest farming basically to get the cash to do that, as well as crafting it myself, which was a pain in the ass, but legendary journey and all that. Yeah, so the next one, the third tier, which is the final tier for Zap at least, was another kind of flavor collection here. It was about collecting electrical charges from loads of different enemies and constructs, ranging from fractal bosses and mobs to going to jumping puzzles, and there's like little turrets, like the one in Fireheight Rise, in the volcano in the lab for the I can't remember what it's called. It's called the big boss at the end. But yeah, you have to like use this little capacitive bottle thing, and yeah, it absorbs all this charge. One thing I will say is that I ended up making 10 of these. Don't do that, you only need one, and you right click to add it to your collection, and you can use that one. So that will save you money, because like I said, I made 10, and you require a charged lodestone per bottle. So yeah, again, 9 charged lodestones wasted. In fact, I would say check the trading post. If you're creating Zap, go on the trading post, buy a charged bottle there, because nobody seems to know about it, and they are like 20 silver, whereas a charged lodestone on its own, I mean, that's just one of the crafting material. The rest of it costs, I don't know, maybe about 3.5 gold to make in total, but you can buy these bottles for 20 silver, so save yourself a lot of money there. Buy them from the trading post. The last part really is exploring like really difficult regions, which is quite nice, so you get to do a little bit more exploring, very similar to the first tier. The worst one, I think, in my opinion, was Ula's lab in Metrica province. Holy crap. Spam that map chat, see if somebody's got that energy crystal to open up the lab, because trying to get that energy crystal on yourself, by yourself, it's a nightmare. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, it required me to jump back into fractals and level up, because I've been through like 2 or 3 fractal resets, and I'm not interested in doing it. So yeah, whatever. But I've done it now, so it's all good. And yeah, when you would have just seen on the screen there, I just created Zap. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's read the letter there. So the letter says, "Hail, O penultimate creator! I'm delighted to hear of your prowess and power, and of your progress in attaining the necessary precursor to create your legendary weapon. You have strode the lands of Tyria like a giant, battled its fell beasts, and succeeded where so many have turned aside. Congratulations! Go see Miani, who hold the recipes necessary for your final steps in creating your legendary weapon. She will be expecting you. Do not falter, success is within your grasp. Yours, Grandmaster Craftsman Hobbs." So yeah, I thought that was pretty badass. You get your little your mail after creating it. You will get a mail every time you finish a collection tier. So there's a couple here, but I haven't recorded them. But you can see I've got a couple there on the screen. So yeah, the rest of the legendary process was just exactly the same as it was prior to Heart of Thorns. Collecting the various gifts, the Gift of Mastery, Gift of Fortune, and then obviously for Bolt, I need the Gift of Bolt. There's not really much to say here, because it's been around since the start of the game, obviously. Though I did feel it was still just really grindy, because, efficiency. Obviously, if there's some way to get something done fast, you're going to take that route, and that often means doing the same thing over and over again, which in my case was chest farming. So yeah, after a few weeks hard work, I'm super happy to have finally finished this project, and I am looking now to finish my Ascended Huntsman crafting and get that Ascended Torch and Longbow for my warrior, because I'm still a scrub, don't have them. This Huntsman is actually one of the ones I really need to level, but I've only got it to 400, so I should probably get on and do that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to do that, and then maybe look into finishing off Nevermore, or perhaps hoarding some materials for when the new legendaries coming in, whenever that may happen, because I'm pretty sure that they are collections from start to finish, and then you just dump all of the gifts in the Mystic Forge right at the very end, I think. Not too sure. I'll have to give that a go, but that's going to be another 2,500 gold that I'm going to have to come up with. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you liked, then give it a like. If you feel like subscribing for some more, then please do, and I'll see you again in the next one.